Okay guys, Suzuki Cup, tagal natin hinintay ito. Of course, the 2010 Suzuki Cup was what started the so-called football revolution, and we're here 2 years after. And who would have thought, no? The first match in the group stages against...
Group of death,
yes, in the group of death, no less. Diba? In the top 3, rankings ng FIFA sa Southeast Asia. At saka, like we said, the co-hosts, no, the Thais. Yung unang laban po sa Bangkok ginanap, for those who weren't able to follow it, the result was 2-1, of course in favor of the Thailand War Elephants.
Elephant versus Azkals, medyo alanganin.
Oo, parang katol.
Talo.
Elephant
versus dog.
Diba? Mahirap yun. Wag lang yung apakan, diba? Ngayon, ayun nga nangyari, diba? So there were 2 goals, 2-1, no? 2 goals ang Thailand,
in a few minutes,
within 2 minutes, yes. Yung una sa 38 minutes, si Pornsai.
Sa 40th na.
Sa 40th, si Anucha, yung kanilang, taga...
They were the designated duo. They were expected to score.
At saka,
neither of them.
Mga ano yan, mga galing sa Thai League, di ba? Yung mga players nila.
Something United team.
Muang Thong.
Muang Thong, yeah.
Muang Thong is the defending champion. And then yung mga teammates nila, yung mga taga Buriram, yan. Magaling din na team sa Thai League yan. So yun, breakdown natin yung nangyari. 1 goal for the Philippines on the 76th minute, si Molders, no?
Coming from a drop from Patrick Reichelt.
From Reichelt. So parang medyo okay naman, maganda naman yung
a lot of people were actually saying that the insertion of Patrick Reichelt really boosted the chances of the Philippines.
Yes.
Kasi binigyan ng speed yung wings eh. Lacking when I think Chief was there and even James Young husband was there.
Sa kanan, sa kaliwa si Chiefy.
Yun yung nawala eh. And then when Patrick was inserted, it really boosted the chances of the Philippines in terms of penetrating the goal line. More balls were put into the area, and then more chances for the Philippines. And luckily, Paul Mulders was able to convert.
Kasi prior to Christens and Reichelt coming in on the left and the right, no, hirap na hirap tayo, tama ka, pumasok. We kept seeing long balls supplied to Angel, and then it's or it doesn't get anywhere. So medyo
it's like Angel against 4
defenders. Correct.
Yeah, every time it's on the ball.
Yeah, it's always long ball to Angel, and then 4 people were just hanging back and then waiting for the ball, and then nothing else. It's always long ball.
Right.
Yeah, we were playing long balls in the first half, but upon the insertion of Patrick Reichelt, it changed the complexity of the game. We were playing ground balls, and we were able to penetrate the wings. That's why Patrick, when he penetrated the wing, there was a good drop into the box, and then Paul Mulders saved the ball. So nakita natin yung that was one crucial substitution by the coaching staff. Patrick Reichelt was a key man. And he made things happen.
Yes, definitely. I mean, what were the key moments for you that in terms of the Philippines obtaining some like the goal of Paul Mulders? Any other highlights? I mean, possible scenarios that you could have thought of in terms of scoring for the Philippines?
To start with, I think the starting lineup was for me, wasn't that okay to play against Thailand, because if you look at the first 11, how long did they train together?
That's one thing. Definitely, it's one thing.
I mean, so they train like less than 5 days to play against a solid team. All the players are from Thailand. But if you look at our first 11, some of them came
from Europe,
different countries just to meet the team. So I was thinking, why don't they start Patrick, Christians, because they were with the Peace Cup, right? And they've been training together for quite so long, and they did really well in the Peace Cup.
And in Cebu against Singapore.
Against Singapore, they really made that.
They really made things happen.
I was expecting like 9 of them or even 10 of them to start.
Correct.
Right? Because the chemistry of the team is already there.
I didn't know, but the presence of the young husband brothers.
Yeah.
Well, that's another. we'll touch
Sorry,
on that later.
I just had to put it out there.
Yeah, definitely.
Because
but I have to agree with Ai right there.
Yes.
Because the chemistry of the Philippines, I mean the tactic of the Philippines really is coming from the chemistry of the team. As we saw during the Peace Cup, even from Singapore, most of the players that played in those games came here in the local league. They were training 24/7, almost 24/7 with each other. So alam mo, amuya na yan eh.
You know, these players,
matagal na wala.
These players are technically sound. No question
Yes,
about it. They're very, very good. But to play together is a whole new different story.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
You know, you have Dennis Cagara there, you have
Jerry Lucena, Paul Mulders,
all of them playing in European leagues. They're very good, no? But how long had they been together? I was correct. How long had they been together as a unit? Not unlike all these other players who have been with the team, training together almost daily. You know, it really is a different thing. You know.
No, shout out pa to Marwin Angeles. When he got inserted there in exchange for Phil yung husband, ang daming penetrating passes eh. I mean, the penetration of the ball was there. Presence of the ball inside the box was there. With him and Patrick Reichelt, because they already know the system. That's the thing. Because you know the system, right? Because of the system, they were ingrained in the system as against to, I mean, the likes of for the likes of Sheriff James, medyo nawala eh.
Yes.
And then Phil also medyo nawala. So, nandun sa...
kasi ito yung mga, yun nga, I's point on the Peace Cup, the core of the champion team, the Peace Cup. We would be expecting, in fact, that was what they kept saying at the start, di ba, na the Peace Cup is the, warm up, di ba? Aside from of the other, first Suhiga, di ba?
What
preparations.
Correct. Good question. What happened?
Which is why, to be fair, and we've seen the article of Roy, no? On GMA. Yung ating kasamang si Roy, shout out na nandyan sa Bangkok.
Saya mo dyan!
Uwi ka naman ng pad thai para sa amin. We've seen the projected lineup, but of course it's for different thing, no? It's for the Vietnam match, but he's predicting that the core of the Peace Cup will make their appearance in the starting 11.
Yes, definitely. But I mean, for me, ito yung side of the Azkals, but towards the side of the Thais, I mean, we've been projected, we're ranked higher than the Thais. Okay, given.
Pero dahil marami lang tayong nilaro,
a lot of matches with other nations.
Exactly.
Ito na, napag-usapan nga namin to with nung naglaro-laro kami, napag-usapan namin, sino ba ka-practice ngayon ng Thailand? Real Madrid, Chelsea, mga all-star po yan, mga kaibigan.
Masabi lang natin, now that you're at that point, no? Babaangan natin ng konti eh. Kahit Vietnam, no? Ang kasunod nating kalaban. Sino yung huling kalaban nila? Japan lang naman.
Japan lang naman. Di ba? Parang nag-World Cup na to eh.
Di ba?
Nag-qualify tayo last 16.
Lagi silang nandun.
And Thailand playing against Real Madrid, Chelsea, it does not affect their FIFA ranking.
Exactly.
Yes, of course.
But it affects their performance.
It affects their performance, correct. So the FIFA ranking for me is not a standard.
It's not
it should not be a gauge.
Yes.
How we should perform.
Actually, I'll use the word of Roy, or colleague Roy. Nagulat siya, number 3 ang England. English yun. Parang bakit number 3 ang England?
I mean, if at all, it's just a measure of how much we've been playing.
Actually,
and to a certain extent, how much we've been improving.
Ang sabi nga daw, marketability lang yun. But in terms of with the
not to take away anything from our boys, of course.
Yeah.
Pero hindi.
But I mean, we haven't scouted Thailand that much. We've played Singapore, Malaysia,
Indonesia. Puro Group B.
Puro ganun eh.
Puro Group B.
Pero Thai and Vietnam.
I think that is one crucial thing that you mentioned, scouting.
Yes.
We were scouted.
Yes.
During the Singapore Philippines match.
Nandun
the coach Schaefer went to the Philippines to scout our players.
That's why they know
that is
the
how
Phil Young husband.
They were.
They know the James Young husband.
Kaya nga si Phil Young husband, tinanggal
nila. He was marked
well. Pinaputok yung kilay eh.
Alam na.
To be fair, no, si Coach Winfried Schaefer, nabanggit nga ni Richie, no, head coach ng War Elephant. Sinabi niya, he acknowledged that the Philippines is the new ASEAN power.
Yes,
so he was threatened, and that's why nagpunta siya ng Cebu.
And it's extra preparation. I mean, as a player, would you consider that coming into a match and then you get scouted by the opposing team? Obviously, would you expect something different from what you expected previously from that team?
Yeah, even as a coach, once you know you are being scouted by your opponent in an opening match. This very important and crucial match. Okay, so you could make slight changes just to surprise them.
Yes, definitely.
Just to surprise them,
and then go back to your original
and then
plan.
suddenly shift it back to your where you're comfortable.
Do not make them adjust to your system.
Exactly. I mean,
yun na konting gulat. Alam mo binabantayan ka pala nung kalaban.
The thing is, I think honestly, I mean, no offense to the fans, but I think we got too caught up with the hype.
Yes.
Just because we're second in ASEAN in terms of rankings, you know.
But still, you know,
but
all is not lost.
Yes,
all is not lost.
Definitely.
Even if we lost our first match, it's not the end of the world. You know, I believe we can still win against Myanmar. We can still win against Vietnam.
I'd even call it a reality check lang. Reality check lang. I mean, for
probably,
the
you know, it was a reality check. Bring us back down to earth and regroup and say, look, guys, this is what we need to do.
Yes.
Actually, yun nga, for the trivia buffs lang. Ito galing uli kay Roy. The champions of the past 2 Suzuki Cups actually lost their opening matches. So hindi pa huli ang lahat. At dahil hindi pa huli ang lahat, guys, follow nyo na lang kami sa FTW Sports for more updates on the Suzuki Cup.